Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the Draft the Glory. 3.3 million coins. It just keeps getting better and better. Robin selling for 20,000 coins. Gundo selling for 10,000. A few other players selling as well. And obviously the fitnesses and stuff like Gamboa. That guy never sold, but he was like a random one we got in a pack anyway. Gamboa we'll get rid of for 650. So not a bad run in the draft the past week. This week so far has been absolutely brilliant. Whether we can finish it off with the best of finishes, we'll have to wait and find out as we draft and maybe do something else. So if you guys do want MSP, PSN codes, or cheat game codes, go and check out g2a.com. Their link is down below. If you're trying to hit over 4,000 likes, that'd be brilliant. And guys, subscribe to me if you're not subscribed already. Looking at that, the 4-3-2-1 formation is the only one I'm really interested in. So I'm going to go over it, guys. Could be a bit of an issue in the left forward and right forward, but hopefully we get a good left forward and right forward to start off with. We do not. We do not. But we do get the 90 rated Dybala, which I'll take. And who knows, I might be able to do something with him. Cuadrado could pop. Robin, Di Maria, Candreva. I'm going to go with Lionel Messi for the link to Dybala. Striker, Suarez, team of the year. I've not had him in ages. There's a lot of nice cards in there as well. None of them from main leagues, though. Absolutely none of them from main leagues. Who would I take? Probably Al Sommer. I'll go with Al Sommer. I'm not going to be able to link him, so he's going to be a super sub. Left wing. We've got Marco Reus. Khedira could be a linker. He would be a good one as well. Let's go with Marco Reus. And then centre mid. It's been a bit of a mess so far. We've got Asamoah for the link. There's no other players there, so I'm going to go with Asamoah for link to Dybala. And then on the left hand side, no Germans, but there is Koke. Let's go with Koke. Let's swap them two round and then swap him round and try and piece together what we're going to do. So Spanish right back, preferably from the La Liga. So we have got one there. So we'll go with Carvajal and hopefully another one like Team of the Year. Oof, dirty. We've got an Argentinian. No Juventus. I'll go with Bediso for the Serie A link, which we've got going on the left hand side. And now we get Bonucci, but also Martinez. I think we can get a better player, can't we? So if I go with Bonucci, that's probably the better choice. Let's see if we get left back. Can we get another Juventus player? Evra, Felipe Luis, Tremolinas. Let's go with Felipe Luis. I doubt, well, I don't know which way I'm going to do this yet. It's very low chemistry. And goalkeeper. Buffon, please. No Buffon. There is Lloris, but we're not really looking for French. And we've got Marchetti for the links there. So we'll go with Marchetti in the goalkeeper position. So still looking to make some huge changes to this team. Buffon. He's straight away going to be the first change, guys. Getting that perfect link, which isn't needed really, but that's what them two drops can. Right. So left back and centre back. Got a left back. No Serie A. Brazil wouldn't work anyway. No, we're a bit screwed there. So I'll take the team of the season. I don't think anyone else would have worked. Another rough bunch of choices. We've got a left back though. Is he Sevi? Calcio? Yeah. We'll take Messina. He takes us to 83 chem. Now we're on to the midfield. So maybe looking for changes in midfield. Verratti would work, but the PSG link wouldn't. We've got Hernandez, who would probably... I'll probably take Hernandez there. Just that link to Messi. Let's swap them two round. Like that, 92. One more midfielder. We're getting low rated picks, goddamn. Suarez left mid won't work. Another Argentinian. We'll go with rating, no, we'll take Suarez. But more than likely he's not going to be in the main team. Insigne. Insigne, a Balder Diao. I think Insigne would be a nice one. I'm going to take him as well. I'm going to take Insigne. He's better than Marco Reus in rating anyway, but I just need a striker. A striker, maybe a new right forward. Silvers have come now. We'll just go with rating. We'll take Traore. Right. Amazing picks needed. Centre back needed. Gulam would have been alright. We'll go with rating. We'll take Maya. Actually, Maya and Royce would be Alan Shearer, Dani Alves, Florenzi, Sanchez. Let's go with Alan Shearer because he gets the links we needed. Takes us to 100 chem, and we get a legend in the team as well. 3 more picks left. We've not got Ronaldo yet. We got Sergio Ramos and Cuadrado, but he's not a right wing. Ramos, what would Ramos do? I think Ramos would help the team immensely. I think he would potentially take everyone to full chemistry apart from Insigne. He does. We managed to save this a little bit. And it's looking like it's be an alright team as well. Obviously, we can get better rated players in the team. That'd be brilliant. We get a choice of variety again. But I'm probably tempted for... Probably tempted for Ericsson this time round. Oh no, we've got the attackers really. I will go with... yeah, I'm going to go with Marco Verratti to come on as a super sub. And the final pick of today's draft, guys, we get ourselves another Di Maria choice, Gaetan, Rodriguez and Kyle Walker. None of which will make it into the team at all. So I'm going to take Di Maria as a super sub. So that's the team, guys. A little bit of a Serie A La Liga mix with Alan Shearer up front. Obviously, I think I'm not... I don't know, I'll use Alan Shearer for a little bit, but more likely I'm going to substitute him off to bring on some better choices. Let's take him off. So a 189. Rating doesn't really matter, though. The game is done. Not a bad defence, not a bad midfield, not a bad attack as well. And Shearer's a bit of a myth, like a dodgy player. We've got an Italian as well, and Premier League, but it's not really the Premier League. So we'll go the Italians taking Insigne to 7. And that is us done, guys. So if you've enjoyed the video so far, a like rating will be very, very much appreciated. And subscribe to me if you are not subscribed already. And let's go and get into highlights, guys, and hopefully pick up 4 wins on the row. So guys, moving on into the first game, we are up against the 5 at the back, which seems to be a repeating theme in the drafts at the moment. My first game is always against the 5 at the back, but it's very rare we do struggle against them. Now, he does have a basic looking team, 1 in form, which is Sanchez, but I think he had some good players on the bench looking back on this. So moving on into the first clip, guys. Schmeichel rushing the throw-in, gets intercepted in the midfield. I make a bad mistake, pass it to Wilson. Wilson back to his winger, and you can see the style of passing and the gaps which have opened up in my defence. He gets a long through ball down to Schneiderlin. Not a very dangerous player in that position, in my opinion, but if you get a ball over and put it into the back of the net, Schneiderlin is an absolute god in the attacking position. Good first goal, and forced me into an OG. Difficult game up until that point, so we had to get the ball rolling and had to get the chances created. Unfortunately, the chances weren't being created. It took until actually 7 minutes after getting the goal, guys. Messi, a bit of individual skill, waits for the runner, gets it on his left foot. You guys know what's happening. He sinks it into the far corner. A nice equalising goal by Lionel Messi. Next clip, you can see it's in the second half now, 56 minutes. We're starting the build up from the midfield. Royce involved, and same with Verratti. Verratti gets in the position for the low driven, gets it underneath Schmeichel, and makes it 2-1. In this match. Now, we were far from clear against our opponent, still having the better of the chances as well. Sigurdsson with the ball there, links through to Kante to Ronaldo, and you're not catching Ronaldo from that point, guys. A nice timed chip over the keeper makes it 2-2 in the 75th minute. This game could have gone absolutely everywhere, and we were having an absolute mare trying to defend against Ronaldo. 85th minute though, guys, he goes for an attack. It's picked up in the midfield from Royce to Bonucci through to Sommer down to Messi, and Messi with a triple tap which is saved, and a looped header which I still have no idea how it goes in, but Insigne does get the winner for us, guys, in the 87th minute, and does send us into the next round. So a very difficult first game.
not what you need really going into the draft, but up against Ronaldo, record breaker, also team of the season Cavani, team of the season Bakayoko, the man of the match Di Maria, De Bruyne in form for team of the season for Tonga, and a few other decent players as well. Insigne with the ball in the 2nd minute of the game, nice scoop turn past the defenders, nice bit of skill on the outside, gets it through to Koke, intercepted by Cruz, but Cruz didn't get it back. We restart the attack from the defence to the midfield. Koke with the ball through to Messi, Messi to Augusto, Messi gets the ball, and the danger guys driven pass through to Alan Shearer, who gets a simple tap in. Alan Shearer was substituted directly after scoring that goal, and I probably shouldn't have done it, because in the 9th minute he whips a ball in from a corner which is saved from the keeper. I rush my throw-in out, make a huge mistake. Savic gets the ball through to Alba, and Alba smash it into the bottom corner, making it 1-1 in the 10th minute of the game. So as soon as we scored, guys, equalised even after bringing on the substitutes. And I think I was making some big mistakes in terms of the substitutes that I was bringing on the field, because it was making the team very attacking, and defensively we were wide open. Messi makes it 2-1 in the 14th minute, not long after he scored, and all we had to do was keep on scoring to hopefully try and push our opponent out. Messi carrying the ball forward yet again. Talked about him, guys, as one of the best players in the game ever, and basically for the position that he plays it absolutely perfectly, and we get a nice goal as he links the ball down to the wing, inside through Dybala, simple finish, and the dab is out. 3-1. Next clip, Insigne carrying the ball forward in the 49th minute, gets a turn on the defender, 3-on-2, long through ball down to Al Sommer with the shot, guys. Keeper rooted, 4-1 up, and there was looking at it as we no comeback from my opponent at this point. Just waiting for the rage quit. Didn't happen. Some bad defensive errors by me though did allow him to pick up a ball, loose ball in the midfield, down to De Bruyne through to Di Maria through to Cruz to Cavani through to Di Maria, and a nice team goal that makes it 4-2 in the 75th minute, but thankfully there was no coming back. Into the next game, which is the semi-final, guys. Semi-final opponent has another nice team. Diego Costa, 90 rated. Team of the season, Aubameyang, Castro, Dembele, Kante, Mkhitaryan, Valencia, Koscielny, Boateng, Rafinha, and also Lloris in net. That's a strong team. 98 chemistry as well. And I thought I was doing alright with the opponents we did get, but yet again up against some difficult ones. Koke with the ball through down to Shearer down to Dybala. First time shot makes it 1-0 in the 3rd minute. We're getting the early goals, but the problem with getting the early goals is my opponent tries that a little bit harder. Costa through to Aubameyang, and I remember this game absolutely vividly. It was a horrible game, 1-1. Reason being, he played like an ultra defence, but a counter-attack style of play, and it was working, guys. We kept getting counter-attacked. The ball wasn't going our way majority of the time. A shot there from Costa, which is safe from Buffon, but look, rushing the throwing out again, guys, something which I always complain about my opponents doing. I do it. He scores an absolute rocket into the top corner to make it 2-1. All down to my defensive mistakes. Now every time he went forward, he had scored. Every time I went forward, we were going to cause some damage, but weren't in fact scoring. Ball through to Insigne over the top, down through to Al Sommer, and Sommer makes it 2-2 in the 23rd minute. This was going to be a very, 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 very high scoring game. Just a bit of a spoiler there. Interception, bounces straight to Costa. Aubameyang gets it. You can see how fast he is with the passing, making the runs. Dembele through my defence. That nice touch there and a brilliant finish, guys, makes it 3-2 in the 34th minute. Then it gets a little bit better, guys, as Al Sommer gets the ball down to Messi. Messi inside the area, dribbles it past the defender. Nice turn back, pass over to Costa. Al Sommer, sorry, which is saved. Ball bounces to Dybala. Triple tap to the back post where Al Sommer's there to finish it. 3-3 just before half time. We needed it. The game was back and back in our favour. You can see we had actually took a lead as well, guys. The clip was a little bit ruined, so I didn't put it in the video. 4-3 in a comfortable position as well. 50th minute, Costa gets the ball down through to Hummels, of all people. He holds off the defenders with his strength and smash it in like you would expect a striker to. 4-4 in the 51st minute. The last thing you want Hummels doing, guys, is scoring against you. And like I said, every time he went forward, he was scoring. Every time I went forward, I was scoring as well. The final clip of this game, though, guys, comes in the 73rd minute. The defences are tightened up on both me and him. Insigne with the ball out through to Dybala. Dybala inside to Insigne. Insigne gets it on the inside, and you can see the gap. Al Sommer's left with a lot of room to get in and shoot, but does turn back, gets it through to Messi. Messi gets it into the bottom corner, makes it 5-4, guys, and thankfully the games we had today being ridiculous, we do pick up a 5-4 victory. Into the final we do go, and you can see the stats. It was an even game. He had more shots, in fact, but we had the same amount on target. Final opponent: Ronaldo, Pauletta, George Best, Griezmann and Zonzi, Cruz, Tremolinas, Siqueiro, I think that is, and team of season Ramos, team of season Oblak, and Carvajal upgrade to complete his team. Nice looking team, dangerous looking team. 189 rated. Messi through to Shearer, Shearer back to Messi. Messi getting the running on the right hand side, turns on the in, gets it through to Shearer. Luckily as well, gets it through to Insigne, who a fake shot, low driven shot. We make it 1-0 in the 11th minute. Nice finish, and we needed to keep calm, not concede goals. But what happens, guys? We go on the attack, we get intercepted. You can see Siqueiro with the ball, gets on the inside through to Zonzi, and Zonzi to Griezmann, Griezmann to Pauletta, Pauletta to Cruz, Cruz to Griezmann, Griezmann all the way over to George Best. He's in a position to score. He gets it through to Toni Kroos, who gets a tap in to make it 1-1 in the 55th minute. This was a very, very tight game up until this point, and then it opened up, guys. 61st minute, he's on the attack there, turns back with Ronaldo, intercepted by Bonucci, Bonucci through to Messi, Messi down to Al Sommer. Al Sommer sees the run of Insigne, but takes it himself, cuts it on the inside there with the 4-star skills, gets it over to Insigne, and Insigne makes it 2-1 in the 63rd minute and puts us back in the deserved lead. Nice, we needed a little bit of a break and we actually got it. Messi with the ball in the 78th, gets it down to Insigne. Insigne inside the area is always going to cause trouble. Nice bit of skill, pass, finish, Messi. Game over, guys. We do win the game 3-1, and after scoring that goal, my opponent did decide to disappear out of the game and give us them packs pretty early. So far this draft week, guys, we've had a 50k pack, we've had the ultimate reward, and we've also had a 100k pack. Can it continue into today's reward? Let's go and find out, guys, and hopefully we're going to make some super bloody money. Right, guys, to finish the week, another draft win. A hard game that against that opponent. You'll see why in a second, guys. Dominated possession, wasn't really getting any chances, and we kept catching him on the counter-attack and took the 3-1 lead. Then he quit. I don't mind, because we get the stuff for a lot quicker than we would him staying around in the game. So around 4k away from where we started today, and we get the worst possible reward. It was bound to happen, guys. This week has been some good stuff in packs, and unfortunately the final one of the week we are not gifted with anything good. We have got Suarez, the Barcelona player. It's quite high priced as well. I'll offload him now. I don't know why he's so high priced. There's actually a 1,000 coins in there as well. So not a bad goal pack to be honest. I won't say no to that. Take their 1,000 coins as well, and list up them 3 players later on, and hopefully they'll go for non-rares. So we're at about 2k away now. Next goal pack. If we can get a good, player, Raggy, no one there really. Architect, player fitness. And I don't. We'll see what we're going to do anyway with this. So there's also that player fitness, that player contract as well, which we're going to get rid of, and also Bauman, who's the next one. So the rest is going to be free player, packs of players rather than consumables. So next premium goal pack, no walkout in it. Low rated rare cards, but there could be potential. Oh, 83, nice, and that Biglia. So we'll get rid of him for 2.3. We've got Biglia as well, which is a transfer card to Milan, and he's selling probably a little bit less than that. We'll hold on to these players because I don't think they're worth anything, and list these 2 up to finish off the draft for today. And the final premium gold player pack, guys, no walkout again, as to be expected. 3 pretty average looking cards by the looks of it. Beneda, Feguli, and loads of Brazilians. And the rest, guys, more than likely we're going to hold on to them for marquee matchups, maybe. Who knows? So, guys, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like, rate, and subscribe if you're not. And we'll be back next week with 4 drafts as well. So, you guys keep an eye on the channel if you enjoy the Draft of Glory.